All right. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this first review uh, of book. So today, well, first actually, uh, if you don't know, well, my name is Sylvain, and today I'm going to talk to you about a book that I've read that I actually really enjoyed. So the name of the book is A Rule Book for Argument, and basically, like the reason that I wanted to read this book, like the motivation that I had to read that was because I wanted to be better at argument. I wanted to make better arguments. Like that was like one of the main reason why. Like really, I guess have the tool to like articulate better my ideas. I also wanted to be able to challenge my own belief and my own thought. So, you know, we all have beliefs, we all have biases, and quite often we don't even know where they're coming from. Maybe they're true, maybe they're not true. But how can you know if you never challenge them, right? I think that it's true, like challenging like our own ideas that we can be even better, even more confident about them, right? Because like they've been battle tested. And the last reason was because I wanted to write. I wanted to write analysis. It's something that I had on my mind. I did it in high school. I did it in college. But I was wondering if I could get back to it. So that was I guess the three main reason, if I could summarize it that way. So now, like for a summary of the book. So as I said, like it's mainly like about argument. It's like really the basics of argumentation in a way. Logic. What is an argument? Uh, what makes an argument logically like valid, sound, when it's properly structured. What is a claim? Um, all of this, which like really makes like a good argument. Uh, what is a fallacy? When an argument is not logically correct, right? Because sometimes people they will make argument, but like it doesn't make sense, right? And we all made that mistake. It's normal. But by knowing these things, uh, you can pinpoint when somebody is saying something that doesn't make sense, and you can also, like, I guess, check yourself when you're saying something that doesn't make sense. Uh, so like it's really like about that, really like the basics of that, like all the like most of the fallacies are giving there, like because there's a bunch of them, a bunch of fallacies that are I guess like the most common. Okay, the most common fallacies, like they're given in there. So like the mistake that you should avoid to do, right. um, Also, like there's a part that I really enjoyed, and it's the part about I guess debate. The like in class, or like I guess outside as well, right? Like you might have to debate, and debate is really a discussion between two parties, and you want to be respectful. There's some sort of sportsmanship. You don't want to insult the other. So like it's something that like the author talks about in the book. So like I find it really interesting. Like that, the sportsmanship, the etiquette in a way of a debate. Like to be really able, like to respect like the other person, because quite often the debate, they will go south, right? And then again, it's a normal thing, but I think that if you want to really have a productive discussion, that will go somewhere to like a better, how can I say that? I don't have a word for that. Let me think again. Yeah, I don't have a word. But outcome maybe, depending on the situation. So yeah, you want it to be respectful and productive. And like I said, like there's also like the last part of the book, like mostly about writing. Like it gives you like there was a bunch of tips on how to like lay down your arguments, like when you're writing in a way that like it's really like easier for the reader to follow. Okay. So yeah, no, that's something that like I really enjoyed in the book. So to whom would I guess, recommend that book? I think this book is really, it's about basics. So I would recommend this book for people who are mostly, I guess, beginner, right? Like somebody who perhaps like somebody who knows a bit but wants to dive in deeper because it's quite an accessible read. It's not too long. Um, so yeah, a beginner like would be like a good go. Somebody perhaps who wants to be obviously like yeah better at argumenting and better at like thinking like in general terms, whether it's for work, because sometimes at work we need to we have discussion, like you need to like somehow debate, right? And you need to be able to articulate your ideas in a way that uh, like in a way that you can prove what you're saying is better, as the better alternative, right? So I definitely think that it's the kind of book that would help you for that. So and also like yeah, yeah, to whom I would not recommend that book, since it's mostly a book about basics. If you are for some reason like you won't really like you're already experienced actually. If you are really already experienced in this, I would not recommend you that book unless you I guess just want to read it for fun because depending on the level, the motivation might differ. So yeah, I guess like that would be like the main reason why I would not recommend you that book if you already like know about stuff about this, right? Um, so in sum, it was a really interesting book. I think that I'm gonna keep reading this kind of book because I want to really be able to get better at arguments and like like still be able to challenge my own beliefs, you know. And also like one of the funny thing that I like it that like came to my mind while reading this is that like the etiquette of a debate, and quite often in political debate, like depending on like where you're seeing this in the world, right? Depending on political debate, quite often they're not respectful of each other. They insult each other. There's it's like a you could say like a comedy show in a way, right? Uh, and I was wondering like why is it like this? Is it a show just to be a show? I don't know. I don't know, but I think that like if it were done properly, they could actually dig in like the actual problems that are like they want to talk about, solve or whatever, and yeah, it would make like a more productive debate. But I don't know. Like I guess it really depends on like what kind of debate like you're seeing. But I noticed that in political debate, you could give the example of what's his name again, Trump and Hillary Clinton. Like what, a few years ago, it was ridiculous. But then again, perhaps it's a show. I don't know. But yeah, in sum, it was a really good book. I would give it, like a good 4 on 5. It's not a perfect book, but it's definitely a good book. A book that I would suggest, yeah, I guess yeah, like I said, like beginners to read, but I think it's the kind of book that would benefit everyone that would read it. So thank you for listening to me, and see ya on the next video.